How's it going, guys? This is DragonStar Productions here, back in another video, and in this What If, we're going to be discussing what if Super happened after Dragon Ball GT. And for starters, this happens after Goku rides into the sky with Shenron. However, in the story, Gohan and Goten inform Chi-Chi that their dad Goku will return home for dinner after he rides off into the sky with Shenron. And in this timeline, we'll say that he does come home. But we're going to say he comes home as an adult, which is about to be explained. Everybody's shocked to see Goku on Earth, especially so soon. Goku then starts to explain. We flew into the sky. I thought everything would be at peace. However, as we were arriving at the land of wishes, I got a voice in my head that was King Kai, warning me that a god of destruction, Beerus, was coming. And it was going to be a very, very bad thing for Earth, and that I needed to come. I seen at the land of wishes before that I could come back home. I seen every wish ever made, and having the Dragon Balls now absorbed inside of me, I was able to gain the power and the knowledge of how Dragon Balls are made. And being a Saiyan possessing this power, the wish's potential only grows as I grow stronger. And in the land of wishes, it works sort of like a time chamber, except instead of a year in one day, it's more like 3 years in one day. Reasoning of such the high power increase. And the beard. But Gohan, Goten, Chi-Chi, and their granddaughter Pan was more concerned about him now being an adult again and this new god of destruction. Goku laughs it off and explains that he's got to fix some of the wishes, so he fixed this one of him being a kid, and he finally remembered to fix it, bringing King Kai back to life just because he reminded him of Beerus coming to Earth. However, in that very moment, a destroyer known as Beerus is waking up from his slumber, who had a dream of none other than a Super Saiyan God, and his mentor, Whis, then informs Beerus of all the Saiyans that have been destroyed, but how a select few somehow survived and was on Earth. However, Frieza did not completely finish the job. Beerus then says that he'll get to Frieza later, but then Whis points out that King Vegeta's son, Vegeta, was on Earth, as well as some others. Instantly, the two head to Earth. While they're going, Whis then points out that the one that defeated Frieza, they call Goku, is on Earth as well. During the time, Vegeta, Trunks, Bulma, Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, Oob, and even Roshi arrive to see if it is Goku who is arriving. And, luckily to them, it was. Vegeta, pissed that Goku built a gap between their power. Goku informs the other that his recent found techniques. However, he does explain that they won't be having any Dragon Balls for the next 100 years, besides the one wish if they absolutely need it, due to his ability that he got from Shenron. Right when Goku was explaining, though, Beerus and Whis pop into Goku's front yard. Vegeta, the only one who knows who he is, runs in front of everyone, lures Beerus, and bows. The others, shocked to see Vegeta do this, Goku asked who they were. Beerus then tells them he's searching for a Super Saiyan God. Goku replies he knows nothing of a Super Saiyan God, but of Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, and of course, Super Saiyan 4, which then Goku powers into. This makes Beerus smile, however, more than what he did when he had seen the Super Saiyan 3 in the original timeline. I'm impressed. And you, Vegeta? States Beerus. And then Vegeta then powers up as well. The two Saiyans knew that the god of destruction, Beerus, was going to ask them to fight to see which one was closer to the Super Saiyan god power. So, the two chose to fight separately. Goku, being the stronger, insisted that Vegeta go first, while the two of course bickered back and forth. Beerus then states that he won't wait all day, and that he'll just blow up the planet. This causes Vegeta to finally dart in at Beerus. Vegeta kicked and punched, and actually, first catching him off guard, the hit connects. Spit comes flying out of Beerus' mouth. This enrages Beerus. Beerus starts to charge up, and before he does, Vegeta is able to get in a couple of kicks and punches before Beerus completely powers up. Now, it was Vegeta who was eating the punches until crashing. Goku then steps into the fight. Beerus even more surprised than when he fought Vegeta that Goku's power was 10 times more than Vegeta's. It was actually about 250k less than the power as a Super Saiyan god beforehand. Beerus is forced to take it way more seriously. The two trade blows back and forth. However, Goku starts to use a Kamehameha, but Beerus is able to intercept the attack and knee Goku in the gut. Beerus then blasts Goku in the back. Beerus and Goku then begin to talk about how much power that Goku had, and then both dart back into the battle. But Goku wasn't able to fully be able to beat Beerus at this time. His power wasn't even close to being strong enough to find out that Beerus wasn't even close to using 50% of his power by fighting this Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And that definitely surprised Goku and everybody else. But Goten and Trunks fuse. Goten then charges but is quickly knocked back. Goku then also tells the boys to back off, but before they can, Gohan also darts into the fight alongside Majin Oob, Tien, Yamcha, but we're all embarrassed by Beerus. I'm tired of waiting. If I don't get to fight a Super Saiyan God, I'll instantly wipe out this entire planet as well as all of you, yells Beerus. Goku then realizes why Shenron left him with one wish to save the Earth from a god of destruction. Goku and the gang summons Shenron, by Goku of course, and then he asks about a Super Saiyan God. The Saiyans are informed of the information. The group agrees that Goku being the strongest, and then he had the biggest hope to beat the Super Saiyan God, Dreamer, Beerus. With Vegeta, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and Pan follow up in a circle, and the god ritual is complete, and of course everybody is in awe like in normal. However, the form changes the aura of the Super Saiyan 4, which is the biggest difference in the transformation, into a bright scarlet shade. Instead of the black and red, it was more of a bright aura. Goku's eyes were shining red, as long as his once black hair, now red as well. Goku was amazed by this incredible power, however, didn't like the way that he had to obtain it. Goku looks at Beerus. Beerus darts at Goku. Goku, however, doesn't move. He takes the punch right into his forearm that is blocking Beerus. The two then start battling up higher in the air. The air shocks were causing everyone to fly back, as if they weren't holding anything back. Goku, realizing that the damage, asked to go somewhere else, where they wouldn't harm the innocent people and animals surrounding them. Beerus says that he'll agree for now until he decides to blow up the planet when this Super Saiyan God wears off. The two continue the fight in a safer place. Goku starts building upper hand actually. He starts adapting more to his god ki than normal, like he did in the timeline, enough to where Goku doesn't lose it for a much longer time than normal. This causes Beerus to tap into a much higher power than what he did against the Super Saiyan God. When he uses the Spear of Destruction, it is actually around 80% of his power instead of the 70% that he used in the original timeline. The attack is caught by Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but as he's pushing the energy ball back, Goku falls into a regular Super Saiyan form. Screams Goku is pushing with all his strength, but the blast continues to nudge Goku closer and closer to Earth. Goku tries digging even deeper. Goku pushes out a blast into space, crushing into a meteor, causing the blast to go into huge fireworks. As Goku reduces to his base form and starts falling back to Earth, Beerus floats behind him. And then he finally catches him before hitting the ground. Beerus then sits Goku down. Your power with and without the God Key was incredible. It's been a while since I used that much power. This, however, makes Goku smile. And then he asks about fighting again someday. But Vegeta is talking to Whis while Goku is talking to Beerus about training him because Goku has surpassed him by so much, and that Vegeta is now a family man and that he wants to be able to protect his family if Goku isn't able to. Whis agrees with Vegeta in the agreement of free delegates from Earth anytime that he comes around, and of course Vegeta makes that deal. As Beerus places his hand on Whis, he states that Goku, he saved them. Whis laughs. You didn't even try the food, my lord. This makes Beerus so angry that he tells Whis they're going to be coming back very, very soon. Whis then tells Beerus that he needs to continue his focusing now with Goku closing in on his already tapped power. This makes the God of Destruction Beerus gulp, but nods to his master. They arrive back onto their planet, and Beerus goes to nap while on Earth. Goku finally gets to sit down and eat dinner after a long 48 hours on Earth, from saving the Earth from Omega Shenron and the Shadow Dragons, and then saving them from Beerus and the Spear of Destruction. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and everyone else continue to eat, a feast of meals. When Whis actually arrives, he returns back to Earth explaining that he had to get a meal for Lord Beerus, that he is being quite the grumpy cat, and because he promised Vegeta training, he takes him with him. Goku, head deep in some food, doesn't even notice Vegeta escaping with Whis. Vegeta, now on the planet with Whis, is training, breaking his limits past what we've ever seen Vegeta do, fighting, pushing, tapping into new strengths. Vegeta, though, continues pushing himself non-stop, training with Whis, until one day it does happen. As Vegeta started to grow in speed, Whis points out that his power was increasing quite quickly. Vegeta then pushes even deeper into himself, and then his aura then flashed red. When this happens, Vegeta instantly passes out. After an hour, Vegeta finally gets up, and Whis informs him that he's tapped into a Super Saiyan God Ki on his own. But Goku back on Earth is also training as well. Goku was able to manage to convince Goten to go in on with the Time Chamber as well as Oob. Goku warns them that someday they might need to fight, and Beerus has woke his eyes up that they have to get stronger, not only him. Everybody needs to get stronger on Earth. And during the year in the Time Chamber, or one day on Earth, Goku mastered the Super Saiyan God Ki, as well as helping Goten power up against Oob and reach the Super Saiyan 2 form for the first time. However, Oob was also able to push his body past new limits as well, reaching the Kaioken times 10. Vegeta, after about 3 weeks of training, returns back to Earth and instantly searches for Goku's energy. Vegeta, ready to test his new power, arrives at the lookout. As soon as he does, out walks Goku, Goten, and Oob. Vegeta tells Goku where he's been and the power that he's unlocked. Goku thinks that it isn't fair because Vegeta got to train with Whis and that he didn't even know about it. And that his power, and that as Vegeta then powers up to Super Saiyan 4. And then Goku powered up to Super Saiyan 4 as well. Fight me, Kakarot, states Vegeta. Vegeta gets into his fighting stance, as well as Goku now. The two then dart into each other, but before Vegeta can directly hit Goku, he powers into a Super Saiyan God. Then Goku, in awe, before getting knocked back by Vegeta's punch. Still in awe, because Vegeta was able to unlock this power on his own. The two Saiyans then once again diving at each other. Super Saiyan God versus Super Saiyan God. Goten and Oob in complete all about watching. This fight ends up causing ripples across Earth, which, however, catches the eye of somebody else who is now coming towards Earth, planning his special revenge. Alright guys, this has been this really long what if, but it was really fun. It's one of my favorites written because Super Saiyan 4 Goku is probably my favorite transformation in all of Dragon Ball. Judge me if you want to, but it is. Anyway guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, because that's how you can get your opinions and your video suggestions seen to me the easiest at dragonstar.prod. P-R-O-D. Alright, and don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and turn on that bell notification so that you can get any alerts of new videos coming out. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Out.